Interested in a home? Well, we got the best real estate in the entirety of the Swahili coast.
Before buying your dream house on the Swahili coast, you should learn more about the area's thriving economy. Even though there are numerous everyday jobs present on the Swahili coast, the most influential thing for our area's economy is the trade conducted by merchants. Trade spanned all the way from the Swahili coast to other places such as the Indian Ocean, and its paths started in cities such as Mombasa, Mogadishu, Kilwa, and Zanzibar, to name a few. The cities along the coast of the Indian Ocean are the main trading ports for Swahili merchants, because they are the most convenient and accessible cultures to trade with. The wind patterns of the Indian Ocean make it very easy for merchants to travel from one culture to another. Additionally, the merchants of Swahili trade with civilizations such as Rome and even the Persian and Chinese empires, which was extremely important because it gave them connections with highly powerful civilizations from other places in the world. This directly disproves the myth of Africans being disconnected from the rest of the world. They also acquired many goods from these empires that would not be otherwise accessible in the area.
During these routes, many items were traded, but which of the following would you expect the Swahilis to trade away? A. Ivory and gold. B. Gold and diamonds. C. Cows. Or D. Dirt and sand. If you guessed A, you are correct. In addition, valuables such as copper, brass, glass, beads, and animal skins and horns were traded in exchange for Indian and Mediterranean goods that were not found in the area. Besides being a merchant, what other job was the most commonplace on the Swahili coast? A. Merchant. B. Master. C. Fisherman. Or D. Zebra farmer. C was the correct answer for this one. Because many people flock to the Swahili coast for our advanced economy predominantly run by our trading, we have a melting pot of the greatest parts of different cultures.
The Swahili coast has created a diverse culture, brought in from people all over the world because of our amazing trading system. These people would mix into our culture through marriage, bringing their own foods as well. From Indian food like buttermilk rice and quinoa, to native African food such as pilau, consisting of flavored rice with spices and cooked in stock, or mbazi zanazi, consisting of pigeon peas cooked in coconut milk. As you can imagine, we have a fascinating language made of a combination of Bantu and Arabic, which reflects the diversity of the Swahili coast. This language was originally used for just merchants in the trading business, but when people from around the world settled here, they accepted it as their base language. With the influx of other cultures, the religion of Islam was introduced to the area. For example, in Zanzibar, they actually have real mosques made of stone, and stone is only used for special buildings. Tell me, what is a mosque? 1. They serve for prayers. 2. A temple for missing family members. Or 3. Held an annual pie-eating contest. Or 4. A trade center. The right answer is 1. They serve for prayers. Also, architecture, furniture, and personal adornment are very popular. The great carved wooden doors of the coast are displayed as a sign of wealth. Most of all the art is sculptures of wood and metal being put into use in most everyday tasks. Our beautiful Congo, which is a colorful printed cloth, is usually identified with Swahili culture. This cloth continues to be used and valued by millions of people to this day, and is spread throughout most of Africa.
Although the Dark Continent myth assumes that Africa is unable to create cities with functioning economies, the Swahili people built many cities with different governments and buildings in order to support their trade networks. Swahili is a very comfortable place to live. With its successful trading networks and prosperous economy, Swahili has the capability to have impressive architecture, including the Great Mosque of Kilwa, which is the oldest standing mosque in East Africa. It has vaulted ceilings and what is presumed to be the first true dome in the East African coast. In Hassani Kubwa Palace, you can find A. Over 100 rooms and terraces, B. A swimming pool, C. Decorative walls and door carvings, or D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Our earlier houses were made of wood and were only one story, but our houses now are made of stones and local corals with 2 to 3 stories, which is pretty rare in the 14th century, in order to build the greatest houses we can. Wealthy merchants had the luxury of using textiles, spices, glassware, and porcelain plates in their homes that they have traded. We also have built guest apartments for visiting merchants where they can live, along with storage areas to keep trade goods. Many travelers have noted how prosperous and well-built our cities are, our abundant and diverse food options, and how fine our living is. One traveling scholar, Ibn Battuta, in 1331, commented how the people in Mogadishu, Somalia, are plump because the standard of living is similar to Europeans at this time. We have a multitude of fruits and vegetables that are grown in and around our cities, with many jobs that have people going to find more food sources every day. We have around 40 cities that were founded after the Muslim and Swahili peoples settled together and work very cohesively with each other. Do these cities have governments that are A, non-existent, B, self-governed, C, ruled by kings or sultans, or D, B and C? The correct answer is D, B and C. We hope we convinced you to get a house on the Swahili coast.